From ABC News, 2020 continues. Once again, Barbara Walters.
Now we're going to tackle a personal problem that no one likes to talk about. Yep, we're going to talk about bad breath. Is someone you know an offender? Do you yourself worry about getting too close? Well, modern science has come to the rescue, discovering the source of this sensitive problem and a way to finally treat it. Dr. Timothy Johnson's report could help you escape an uncomfortable encounter.
Bad breath. Millions of Americans suffer from it, or at least think they do. The sale of breath mints, gum, mouthwashes, and toothpaste that promise us cleaner, fresher breath has grown to be more than a $500 million a year industry. And for those afflicted, it's a nightmare.
It was something I thought about from morning to night, and it just really made me feel uncomfortable.
I was always wondering, are they smelling something about me and reacting in some way that I don't even know?
Beware of the backward step.
But today, there is new hope on the horizon. New products, new treatments, even new ways of measuring bad breath. And along with that, bad breath entrepreneurs are emerging, complete with ads on the internet and fresh breath and anti-halitosis clinics springing up across the country.
Good afternoon, the Fresh Breath Center of the Palm Beaches. Go fight bad breath too.
And what about all the commercial mouth rinses and sprays that are available over the counter? Well, Consumer Reports tested most of the leading ones a few years ago. Although products like Listerine did reduce plaque, all the products lost their breath freshening effect anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour after use.
Of course, nearly everybody gets occasional bad breath, usually associated with eating certain foods or smoking, having a cold, or dry mouth, as in morning breath. But for some as yet unknown reasons, some people have it almost all of the time. Just what then causes chronic bad breath? Well, most bad breath is produced by a type of bacteria in the backs of our mouths, particularly on the back of our tongues, bacteria that thrive on lack of oxygen. These bacteria are usually washed away by saliva, but when they're not, they can actually form a kind of tongue plaque, producing foul-smelling gases called volatile sulfur compounds. That's what we call bad breath or halitosis.
So, after all is said and done, the good news is that by relatively simple means, whether through tongue scraping alone or tongue scraping combined with one of these rinses, there is real hope of radically changing the lives of people who used to cringe over getting too close.
Like when I'm talking right now, I don't have to worry like I'm stinking up the room here.
It's easier to be as close as we are right now.
I'm not wondering when she's going to notice something that's undesirable about me. And that makes a big difference.
Listen, Tim. Seriously, though, should everyone use one of these scrapers?
No, unless you have a serious problem, somebody tells you do, or you have your dentist literally smell your breath, you don't need to do this. It's for people with serious chronic halitosis.
Well, not everyone can go to a clinic. How do you get these? What do they look like?
The scrapers. There are all kinds of them. Here are a couple of flexible sample, more rigid samples. Many more are being developed. Usually your dentist will have some in stock, or he or she can order them. So you start with your dentist, and they can get you a tongue scraper and teach you how to use it.
I fear that after this piece, I feel there'll be a lot of them in the stores. Right. What about other things like Breath Assure and, different kinds of mints and rinses?
Well, Breath Assure works on the stomach, and that's almost never the problem in chronic halitosis. The Tic Tacs, the rinses all help temporarily. The best ones are the ones with chlorine dioxide, and those you have to get through commercial sources or the clinics. But the tongue scraping is the key.
That's it. Okay. Thank you, Tim. I guess we're all right so far, huh? Yeah?